Good morning, everybody. Hope everyone can understand the great difficulty that I have walking away from some of the epic views that I have out of here. It's really hard to keep moving. I'd stopped down by Ethan Pond on the way out of the Ethan Pond shelter area, and on my way out, couldn't help but notice that every single person at the campsite was still tucked away in their tent or their sleeping bag or their shelter. There's probably 25 or 30 people there last evening. Very busy shelter area. And when I returned to my campsite from getting water last night, I'd noticed two young men who came in, and they were telling some of the other campers there that it was their first backpacking trip. So when I came down to the pond this morning, the only two people out of the entire campsite that were standing by the pond marveling at its beauty was these two young men, Adam, and who I think was most likely his little brother Preston. Young Preston's only 9 years old, and had a chance to talk with them for a few minutes about their first night out. Of all places, up here in New Hampshire, and all the beauty that they could see up here. And these two young men were just blown away, just like I am all the time. Even young Preston, 9 years old, there he is, smiling from ear to ear at nature's beauty. It just really reminded me of my first experience out on the AT when I was just 10 years old. And it was just great talking to those fellas and seeing the excitement, in their eyes. And a lot of first-time backpackers, it's a horror, Oh no, I'm cold. There's a bug. There's a bear. I don't like that food. Whatever. But these young men were just loving it. And it was so great to see that. So didn't get a chance to get a picture with them or anything like that. I just kind of felt that was inappropriate to ask them that. But Adam and Preston, if you ever see this, guys, it was great meeting you. So my target for the day is Mount Jackson. I have a bit of a descent to finish up what I did yesterday. The reason I stopped there at Ethan Pond shelter area is there's going to be almost like a sense of timing that I have to set myself up for here, moving through the presidentials. So today I'm looking at just under 10 miles to set up for another designated tent site. And there are still sites up through this area, and there's areas where you can camp and you can't camp. Protected areas, unprotected areas, etc. I'm not going to get too far into that. But apparently there is a ranger on patrol, and I've read that in some of the gut hook comments, that is even making people move after dark. And when it comes down to it, I don't want to stay in an area that's I'm not supposed to, be. So basically my plan is to head to the next designated campsite, which coincidentally is by one of the huts. It'll be up and over Mount Jackson. And although I cannot sleep in the hut, they do have a designated tent site that is open. So again, that's just under 10 miles. And from that point, I'm going to attempt to push over several of the presidential mountain ranges in one day, or mountains I should say, not ranges, and get to the next designated tent spot. So today, I don't want to say it's going to be an easy day, because obviously I'm going over Mount Jackson, and none of the terrain here in New Hampshire has been easy at all. A couple spots, but when you're climbing those mountain ranges, it's tough, I knew it was going to be, and I'm prepared for it. You just got to get it done. And I love the challenge too. I mean, it's like every state south of here has prepared me for this. So it is a lot of fun. Beat you up at the end of the day, but you know, really build your confidence knowing that you just, hey, I just got over that big thing. So anyway, onward and upward, and really excited to be out here. Another beautiful day, it looks like. I am praying that the weather holds for me to go over Washington, because that will be tomorrow. So whenever I pick up cell phone service, I'm going to have to take a real close look at the forecast. If you guys ever want to check that out from home, you can check out the Mount Washington Observatory website, and that apparently gives the most accurate weather for Mount Washington. And then you do it 2 days at a time, because the weather can change on a dime up here. So let's get to it, everybody. Pushing north, still smiling, New Hampshire. Okay, everybody, doing a little freestyle action here today. Although I have a bit of a lower mile day with a tough climb, I've elected to head down Route 302 here in New Hampshire. Apparently about a 2-mile hike down the road, there is part of Crawford Notch State Park. There is a laundry facility, shower facility. Apparently there's some outlets down here that I can recharge everything. The huts, being they don't have any power or limited power on a solar system, I'm not going to have any ability to recharge my devices, and I plan on being out for a few days. So got some road walking, and just going to enjoy the day. I've tried hitching a ride several times, and understandably so, not too many people are picking people up. So I'm just going to walk, and maybe I'll get lucky and someone will pull over and offer a ride, as they've done in the past. So we'll see how it goes. Beautiful day so far. Leave it up to a hiker to sniff out an outlet from miles away. New Hampshire even has breathtaking views from the highway. Well done. Okay, everybody, back on trail. Was that not a super cool trailhead sign back there? Already headed up Mount Webster, and then on to Mount Jackson. Had a chance to head down the road, 4-mile detour. I didn't mind, really. Topped off my batteries, grabbed some lunch, went through all of my food, checked everything out, see how far it can take me, and even freshened up a little bit, hiker trash style. So headed up the mountain, already getting winded. I'll check in here with everyone in just a little bit. An amazing day for a hike. View from Webster Cliffs, everyone. Mile 1849.5. everyone, off in the distance, I'm almost positive that that right there is Mount Washington. There is a ton of communications devices on top of that. I'm sure the weather sensing gear that goes along with Mount Washington. I'm really hoping I'm blessed with great conditions to summit that tomorrow. I must admit, the wind is really picking up here, and I'm still climbing Mount Webster right now, and I should be at the summit in about 0.8. After that, I'll be working towards Mount Jackson. So temperature has definitely dropped with the elevation, and dropping down here in the trees again, break the wind a little bit. So spectacular day. Continue to be blessed with view after view. We'll see what happens up top of Mount Jackson. This is the summit of Mount Webster, wow, 1851. Views from up here are just absolutely indescribable, everybody. And again, Mount Washington in the distance. Okay, everybody, I'm headed to the Mitzpah Hut area, which has a designated tenting area. But Mount Jackson is standing in the way. What an absolutely epic, epic, epic day today. Oh my goodness, New Hampshire. You know, I say this every state. I love every state I've been through. But New Hampshire, wow. Making me earn it. But these views are payment in full for some of these climbs. That trek up Webster was no joke. Clinging on to some of them rock ledges, literally, you know, 10 to 30 feet away from literally falling off the mountain. Holy cow. I had to double check time and time again to see if I was on the AT. I couldn't believe it. Crazy. Oh my, now I know why there's so many people up here that are after all the 4,000 footers. There's a lot of day hikers, I guess peak baggers you want to call them. And they are pretty hardcore. And a lot of them are very knowledgeable about the area. So, oh my, I know I keep talking about it. But wow, this whole adventure has been incredible. A view from Mount 1852.4, everyone. Elevation 4,052 feet. Summit of Mount Jackson. I'm going to take you on the other side of the summit. This is from the other side of the summit of Mount Jackson. All right, everybody, here at the Mitzpah Hut and tenting area. This is going to be home for the night, in the tenting area, of course. We have no fear of widowmakers here at the Naumann campground. We all feel completely safe. This looks like another safe area of the campsite. All joking aside, everybody, the caretaker here said that there was obviously a microburst here. Apparently a couple years ago. I would have thought that they might have some of that stuff cleaned up in there. We got a lot of folks in here tonight, and you know you're disconnected from the world when you don't even realize it's a Labor Day weekend. So we are definitely to capacity here. Okay, everybody, it's official. I'm calling it a night here at the Mitzpah Spring Hut, actually at the Nauman Tentsite, which is just over in that direction right there. The hut is not accepting any reservations or overnight accommodations. However, they are open for food, which is pretty cool, you know, to be able to come out and grab a bite, and they have some baked goods and everything like that, coffee, tea, things of that nature. So I am at mile 1854. That is going to give me 9.3 miles for the day, excluding the 4-mile road walk. I'm actually at the base of Mount Pierce right now. So tomorrow I have my work cut out for me. I'm going to be hiking around 15 miles. That is the goal. I'm going to get up bright and early, hike Mount Pierce, Mount Washington, and with any luck I'm going to make it past Mount Madison, which is going to have apparently a really treacherous descent from there to get into a tent site. So I'm going to definitely try to keep moving tomorrow. So wish me luck. You're not allowed to stay up in the Alpine zone or any place in between. So I've decided to stay here tonight and make a run for it tomorrow. Mount Webster today was absolutely incredible. Made me feel like I was 21 again, doing all the rock scrambling and everything. Just absolute epic views, some of the best views that I've seen so far. So I'd love to return to hike Mount Webster sometime in the future. So that's gonna do it for me this evening. I've already had some supper. I'm getting to bed early. Gonna eat up bright and early and hit the trail. Thanks everybody for watching Wild on the Trail. Thanks for walking with me, everybody, on my trek to Katahdin. Take care, everybody. Good night.